Welcome to The Grounded Leader, Ayurvedic wellness for leaders who want to succeed from a place of balance. A podcast where ancient practices meet ambitious goals to help you operate with strength, clarity, and grounded intention. I'm your host, Shweta Vikram, an Ayurvedic doctor, trauma informed yoga teacher, award winning author, mindfulness coach, corporate wellness speaker, adjunct professor, and a lifelong student of what it really means to lead with clarity, purpose, and peace. Each week, we'll explore holistic wellness, how to excel in authentic leadership, and live with balance and purpose. Let's dive in. Welcome back. Today, we are talking about something that many high achieving leaders don't always recognize in themselves until it's already taken a toll. Burnout. That doesn't look like burnout. Well, because sometimes burnout doesn't show up as exhaustion. Sometimes it shows up as intensity, as impatience, as the quiet feeling that everything and everyone is moving too slowly. And from an Ayurvedic perspective, this makes complete sense because as we move into summer months, we enter Pitta season, a time dominated by the elements of fire and water. And that fire can either fuel your leadership or slowly burn you out. In Ayurveda, each season carries specific qualities. Summer is hot, sharp, intense, and penetrating, all qualities of Pitta. Now, here's the thing. These are the same qualities that drive high performance: focus, ambition, clarity, decisiveness. This is why many leaders actually feel more productive in the summer. You're energized, you're clear, you're moving things forward. But when Pitta goes out of balance, that same fire can turn into irritability, perfectionism, frustration, over control, and often a shorter fuse than you're used to. So instead of leading with clarity, you may start reacting from intensity. Let's bring this into real life. Pitta imbalance in leadership doesn't always look dramatic. It can be subtle. It might sound like, why can't they just get it right? It would be faster if I just did this myself. Ugh, I don't have time for this. Or it shows up as tightness in your body, heat in your face or chest, difficulty stepping away from work, constant mental looping. And here is what's important to understand. This isn't a personality flaw. This is your nervous system under heat and pressure. And if left unaddressed, it doesn't just affect you, it impacts your communication, your relationships, your team's sense of safety. Because people don't just respond to what you say, they respond to how regulated you feel in your presence. So the goal is not to get rid of Pitta. We need that fire. It's what helps you lead, decide, build, and create. The goal is to shift from reactive intensity to intentional power. And that begins with awareness. Noticing when your tone changes, when your body tightens, when your expectations become rigid. Because the moment you notice, you create space. And space is where leadership lives. Let me offer you a few simple ways to work with Pitta instead of against it. Lengthen your exhale. When you feel that surge of heat or urgency, pause, inhale naturally, and slowly extend your exhale. Even 3 to 5 breaths can signal safety to your nervous system. 2. Cool your inputs. This includes both food and environment. What do I mean? Hydrate more than usual. Flavor lighter, cooling foods, and by cooling, I mean cooling energetics. Step away from screens periodically. Even a few minutes of fresh air, cool air, can reset your system. Number three, create a pause before response. This is especially important in communication. Before sending that email, before responding in a meeting, ask yourself, am I responding from clarity or from pressure? That one question can change everything. Number four, redefine efficiency. Sometimes what we call efficiency is actually urgency, and urgency isn't always aligned with good leadership. Slowing down just slightly often leads to better outcomes, not worse. As we move deeper into this season, I invite you to reflect on this. Where is your fire supporting you? And where it might be working against you? Because leadership isn't just about how much you can handle. It's about how you show up while handling it. Calm, clear, grounded. Now that's sustainable power. Thank you for being here. If this episode resonated with you, save it for next time you feel the pressure rising. And sign up to receive a copy of my free Pitta Reset Guide. I'll see you next time on The Grounded Leader.